Dialogues. Dialogue 1. A meeting on the street.
Mr. Richard Norris, Dick, runs into an old friend, Edward Nakamura, Ed, on a street in Washington, D.C. The two men have not seen each other for 5 years, not since Mr. Nakamura moved to New York. Peggy is Mr. Norris's wife.
Dick Norris!
Ed, old friend, how are you?
Fine. How are Peggy and the children?
Just fine. What are you doing in Washington?
Oh, that's a long story.
Well, I want to hear all about it.
Do you have a luncheon date?
No, I don't. Do you like seafood?
Yes, I do. I love it.
Great. Let's go to Captain John's. Taxi! Taxi!
Dialogue 2. Talking in the cab.
Captain John's on Main Avenue. Do you still work for the government?
No, I don't. I'm with the International Health Institute now. How about you?
I'm with Carroll's Office Center.
You own the company?
No, far from it. I'm sales manager.
Where's your office?
On 49th Street. Here's my card.
And here's the restaurant, too. Let me pay the driver.
Pronunciation. Glide sounds. Practice these glide vowel sounds. Repeat each word.
Parentheses in a pronunciation exercise mean that you have not yet learned the word in this course. You can practice the pronunciation of a word even though you do not know its meaning.
E. He. Need. Week. A. May. Game. Date. I. Time. Nice. Oi.
Boy. Void. Voice.
Ooh. Who. June. Soup. Oh. Oh. Home. Coat. Ow. How. Town. Out. Practice these contrasts. Repeat each pair of words. See, say. Buy, boy. No, now. Affirmative of verbs. Subjects, I, you, we, they. Substitute the subjects.
Listen to the models.
Mr. and Mrs. Norris have a lot of friends.
Mr. and Mrs. Norris have a lot of friends.
Mr. and Mrs. Norris have a lot of friends.
Mr. and Mrs. Norris have a lot of friends.
They
have a lot of friends.
They have a lot of friends.
They have a lot of friends.
Now do the exercise.
Mr. and Mrs. Norris have a lot of friends.
Mr. and Mrs. Norris have a lot of friends.
They
have a lot of friends.
We
have a lot of friends.
You
have a lot of friends.
Ben and Kim
Ben and Kim have a lot of friends.
I
I have a lot of friends.
You and I.
You and I have a lot of friends.
Substitute progressively.
Listen to the models. I speak French.
I speak French.
I speak French.
I speak French.
You.
You speak French.
You speak French.
You speak French.
Now do the exercise. We. We speak French.
Italian.
We speak Italian.
French and Italian.
We speak French and Italian.
My children.
My children speak French and Italian.
Chinese and Japanese.
My children speak Chinese and Japanese.
They.
They speak Chinese and Japanese.
Understand.
They understand Chinese and Japanese.
No.
They know Chinese and Japanese.
Negation of verbs with don't. Subjects I, you, we, they. Repeat these sentences.
1. I speak English and French.
2. I also speak Spanish and Italian.
3. I don't speak Chinese or Japanese.
4. I don't speak Korean either.
5. I speak English, but I don't speak Chinese.
6. I understand French, but I don't understand Japanese.
7. I know English, but I don't know Korean.
8. I read Italian, but I don't read Chinese.
Negation of verbs with don't. Substitute the verbs.
Listen to the models.
I don't prepare breakfast.
I don't prepare breakfast.
I don't prepare breakfast.
I don't prepare breakfast.
Cook.
I don't cook breakfast.
I don't cook breakfast.
I don't cook breakfast.
Now do the exercise, please.
I don't prepare breakfast.
I don't prepare breakfast.
Cook.
I don't cook breakfast.
Fix.
I don't fix breakfast.
Get.
I don't get breakfast.
Make.
I don't make breakfast. Substitute the verbs. Learn the new vocabulary.
Listen to the models.
They don't fight.
They don't fight.
They don't fight.
They don't fight.
Argue.
They don't argue.
They don't argue.
They don't argue.
Now do the exercise.
They don't fight.
They don't fight.
Argue.
They don't argue.
Laugh.
They don't laugh.
Cry.
They don't cry.
Shout.
They don't shout.
Negation of verbs with don't. Subject I. New vocabulary. Construct sentences following the models.
1. Understand Spanish. Understand Portuguese.
I understand Spanish, but I don't understand Portuguese.
2. Eat soup. Eat dessert.
I eat soup, but I don't eat dessert. Now do the exercise.
1. Understand Spanish. Understand Portuguese.
I understand Spanish, but I don't understand Portuguese.
2. Eat soup. Eat dessert.
I eat soup, but I don't eat dessert.
3. Drink tea. Drink coffee.
I drink tea, but I don't drink coffee.
4. Speak English. Speak Italian.
I speak English, but I don't speak Italian.
5. Eat meat. Eat vegetables.
I eat meat, but I don't eat vegetables.
6. Grow fruit. Grow vegetables.
I grow fruit, but I don't grow vegetables.
7. Like tea. Like coffee.
I like tea, but I don't like coffee.
8. Like John. Like his friends.
I like John, but I don't like his friends.
9. Like apples. Like bananas.
I like apples, but I don't like bananas.
10. Eat corn. Eat potatoes.
I eat corn, but I don't eat potatoes.
Verb plus infinitive. Substitute the phrases. Listen to the models.
They want to go to Chicago.
They want to go to Chicago.
To live in Chicago.
They want to live in Chicago.
Now you do the exercise.
They want to go to Chicago.
They want to go to Chicago.
To live in Chicago.
They want to live in Chicago.
To study in Chicago.
They want to study in Chicago.
To study math.
They want to study math.
To study electronics.
They want to study electronics.
To be engineers.
They want to be engineers.
To be married.
They want to be married.
To have cereal for breakfast.
They want to have cereal for breakfast.
To go out to eat.
They want to go out to eat.
To visit a farm.
They want to visit a farm.
To see Dr. Morton.
They want to see Dr. Morton.
Verbs want and like, plus infinitive, conjoining sentences with but. Listen to the model, then construct the third sentence in each group.
1. They want to learn English. They don't want to study.
They want to learn English, but they don't want to study. Now you do the exercise.
1. They want to learn English. They don't want to study.
They want to learn English, but they don't want to study.
2. We want to speak Spanish. We don't want to practice.
We want to speak Spanish, but we don't want to practice.
3. I want to learn French. I don't want to study.
I want to learn French, but I don't want to study.
4. You like to read Chinese. You don't like to speak it.
You like to read Chinese, but you don't like to speak it.
5. They like to speak Japanese. They don't like to study.
They like to speak Japanese, but they don't like to study.
Using don't with negative imperatives. Use please don't to form negative imperatives. Listen to the models.
Fight.
Please don't fight.
Please don't fight.
Please don't fight.
Argue.
Please don't argue.
Please don't argue.
Please don't argue.
Now do the exercise, please.
Fight.
Please don't fight.
Argue.
Please don't argue.
Laugh.
Please don't laugh.
Cry.
Please don't cry.
Shout.
Please don't shout.
Wait for me.
Please don't wait for me.
Hurry.
Please don't hurry.
Leave now.
Please don't leave now.
Laugh at me.
Please don't laugh at me.
argue with me.
Please don't argue with me.
Form negative imperatives. Use object pronouns. Listen to the models.
1. You're bothering me.
Please don't bother me.
Please don't bother me.
Please don't bother me.
2. You're bothering Bob.
Please don't bother him.
Please don't bother him.
Please don't bother him.
Now do the exercise.
3. You're bothering Alice.
Please don't bother her.
4. You're bothering your little brother.
Please don't bother him.
5. You're bothering Mr. and Mrs. Norris.
Please don't bother them.
6. You're bothering Richard.
Please don't bother him.
7. You're bothering Mr. Long and me.
Please don't bother us.
8. You're bothering your father and mother.
Please don't bother them.
Change to a negative imperative. Use please don't and an expression of direct address. Listen to the model.
1. The children are fighting.
Please don't fight, children.
Now do the exercise.
1. The children are fighting.
Please don't fight, children.
2. Mary's crying.
Please don't cry, Mary.
3. John's laughing.
Please don't laugh, John.
4. Bill's arguing.
Please don't argue, Bill.
5. The girls are shouting.
Please don't shout, girls.
6. The boys are running.
Please don't run, boys.
7. The children are talking.
Please don't talk, children.
8. Helen's leaving.
Please don't leave, Helen.
Questions and answers. Repeat these questions and answers.
1. Are you president of the company?
Who, me? No, far from it. I'm only an employee. 2. Are you rich?
Me, rich? Far from it. I don't have much money at all.
3. Do you speak English and Chinese?
I speak English fluently. But I don't know a word of Chinese. 4. Do you teach languages?
Yes, I do. I teach Spanish and French. I teach French in an elementary school. And I teach Spanish in a junior high school.
5. Johnny, what are you doing? Don't fight with your little brother.
But he's fighting with me. 6. I'd like to eat lunch now. How about you?
Fine with me. I'm hungry. 7. I don't want to watch TV tonight. How about you?
No, I don't either. Let's go to the basketball game.
8. Do you speak Spanish and Portuguese?
I speak Spanish, but I don't speak Portuguese. How about you?
I don't speak either one.